This is a war that should have never happened. It's a war the Russians tried repeatedly to settle on terms that were very, very beneficial to Ukraine and us. The major thing they wanted was for us to keep NATO out of the Ukraine. The big military contractors want to add new countries to NATO all the time. Why? Because then that country has to conform its military purchases to NATO weapon specifications, which means certain companies, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, General Dynamics, Boeing, and Lockheed, get a trapped market. Through March of 2022, we committed $113 billion. Just to give you an example, we could have built a home for almost every homeless person in this country. We then committed another $24 billion since then, 2 months ago, and now President Biden's asking for another $60 billion. But the big expenses are going to come after the war, when we have to rebuild all the things that we destroyed. Mitch McConnell was asked, can we really afford to spend $113 billion to Ukraine? He said, don't worry. It's not really going to Ukraine.
It's going to American defense manufacturers.
So he just admitted it's a money laundering scheme. And who do you think owns every one of those companies? Yeah, BlackRock. So Tim Scott, during the Republican debate, said, don't worry, it's not a gift to Ukraine, it's a loan. So raise your hand if you think that loan's ever getting paid back. Yeah, of course it's not. So why do they call it a loan? Because if they call it a loan, they can impose loan conditions. And what are the loan conditions that we impose on? Number one, an extreme austerity program, so that if you're poor in Ukraine, you're going to be poor forever. Number two, most important, Ukraine has to put all of its government-owned assets up for sale to multinational corporations, including all of its agricultural land, the biggest single asset in Europe. In Ukraine, there's been 1,000 years of war fought over that land. It's the richest farmland in the world. It's the breadbasket of Europe. 500,000 kids almost, Ukrainians have died to keep that land as part of Ukraine. They almost certainly didn't know about this loan condition. They've already sold 30% of it. The buyers were DuPont, Cargill, and Monsanto. Who do you think owns all of those companies? Yeah, BlackRock. And then in December, President Biden gave out the contract to rebuild Ukraine. And who do you think got that contract? BlackRock. So they're doing this right in front of us. They don't even care that we know anymore, because they know that they can get away with it. And how do they know that? Because they have a strategy. And that strategy is an old strategy, which is they keep us at war with each other. They keep us hating on each other. They keep the Republicans and Democrats fighting each other, black against white, and all these divisions that they...
Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me shit.
Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glories to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect. Now we'll see how the global elites operate, man. You know what I'm saying? We see how the global elites operate. First and foremost, prophecy. Prophecy is always being fulfilled. Now we already know that's RFK. John F. Kennedy's, his nephew, great nephew, something to that effect. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But it's a family member, and he's a truth teller, man. He's a truth teller. Just like JFK didn't want to comply with the global elites, you can see how it runs in the blood, man. You can see how it runs in the blood. But the Lord said that these particular things will happen when it comes to these Edomites, man. When it comes to these Edomites, Psalm chapter 64. Let me actually start at verse 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." And it's clear as day, the secret counsel of these global elites, whether it be via Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Oppenheimers, Gettys, DuPonts, those who are the head of BlackRock, who pretty much buys up everything, clearly they have a secret council and a strategy and a mission in which they want to accomplish. And who are ultimately the casualties of war? The people, whether it be the Ukrainian people, whether it be the American people. Right, RFK just broke everything down for you. Hiding from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Pretty much they lie. They lie about the reason in which why they go to war, right? It's for their own personal gain. It's for their own personal benefit. I remember when the apostles put out a documentary. It's no longer, well, they mentioned a documentary that was on YouTube. It's no longer there. All wars are bankers' wars, and it's clear as day that, the money that they're actually sending over to Ukraine isn't even reaching Ukraine, but it's going into what America's manufacturers defense, that's what you call, they bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They're pretty much lying, and ultimately they want that farmland, control of that farmland. It says they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? That's right. And he made mention of that. It's even got to the point of where they don't even care if you know about it. They don't even care if you complain about it. Because like he said, they know they can get away with it because what? They have strategy. It's got to that point. That's how we know we're at the end. That's how we know we're at the end. It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. And it's clear as day that is deep. You know what I'm saying? To be able to pull this off. It says, but Yahweh shall shoot at him with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's a good example. RFK telling on these global elites, that's the tongue of the wicked falling upon themselves. Esau is turning on Esau. Just like the scriptures speak upon how the wicked have waited for me to destroy me, which is Israelite crime, Israelites killing Israelites, Heavenly Fathers, pulling the wool over their eyes, as far as Esau telling on Esau. There's no honor amongst thieves. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. And that's just the truth of the matter. Esau is being made bare. The Lord's uncovering all his secret places, all his secret counsels. Everything that this devil tried to keep on a hush-hush is being exposed. We're exposing him spiritually, and his own people is exposing what he got going on physically, what's really going on in the back rooms. Those Edomites who can actually put it together because they are in those, rooms, they understand the politics on that particular level to where they bring it to the forefront, and then what we bridge it with the scriptures to further expose this devil. Let me get 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that men of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That's right, Esau is being revealed. This is the great revelation. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he did not exist, right? So, so we in a time now to where the man of sin is being revealed by way of what he truly believes in, by the way in which he acquires his wealth. And that's what the scriptures say. The scriptures go back to Esau. Matter of fact, and this just furthermore proves that he is Esau. What is this? Genesis, let me get 27, I believe. 27, 37, 36, I believe. It says Genesis chapter 27, verse 36. This is when, Jacob supplanted Esau for the birthright, right? Genesis 27, and let's go with 34. It says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above. That's right. So he's going to receive all the resources of the world, farmland, and it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. But this proves that this devil has to, create war in order to receive his wealth. That's how we know who Esau is today, according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So, like RFK said, they like to put the Democrats against the Republicans. They like to put black against white. They like to keep the people at war so it can pretty much benefit them. These are the games that these Edomites play, right? So he's being exposed. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he is God, sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So he wants the world to know that he's the one in control, pretty much. Remember, he has a God complex. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now you know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And we're in that time. This is the time to where everything's being exposed. And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So the Heavenly Father allowed this devil to get away with this wickedness all the way back from the Roman period up until this very point. Up until this point. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. It's powerful, man. That's why we do these shows. That's why we do these videos, to put everything out to the forefront before the Heavenly Father destroys him physically. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And that's pretty much it on that part. You know what I'm saying? This devil's being revealed. You know what I'm saying? He can't get around it. And this is the ultimate reason why the kingdom's being translated from one people to another. Let me just close with that. Let me just close with that. What's that, Sirach? Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. It's the book of Ecclesiastes or Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And there you go. This is why we know and understand that this devil's coming to an end. Because of the wars he's creating, the casualty of wars that's coming of it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's his blessing, the Heavenly Father got it to where it's essentially his curse. And this is where we come in and take things over. China's not ruling next. Russia's not ruling next. No heathen is ruling after these Edomites rulership. We are up next through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You know, all praises to Yahweh Shemi Shai to this devil being exposed and revealed. And to the next one. With that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.